Are you really looking to grow yourself? Now, today, what I wanted to share with you is my top 5 lessons I've learned from men's work. And if you stay until the end, I have an extra point for you then as well. Now, if you want to connect with me further, I will share my links in the show notes below and my social media. And if you want to experience the magic of breathwork, something I absolutely love, and dive in a deep session with me personally, then I will also leave a link in the show notes below where you can find out more about that. So, I was on a men's workshop the other week, and I wanted to share this. Now, I never know who is exactly listening to this, so I really appreciate you for being here. And I believe this applies to everyone, the lessons I'm going to share. So, I really want to share this because it's powerful practice as a man, but we all, whatever gender we are, have a masculine and feminine within us, different energies. And it doesn't mean, I know there's different genders, but it doesn't mean that if we're a man, we're dominant and masculine. Most often, it's likely we do, although we'll have our our feminine tendencies, and we'll go into that a bit. And just because if we identified as a woman doesn't mean we're necessarily dominant in feminine energy. You could be dominant in masculine, right? However, having a balance of the two and being able to activate both of them in appropriate ways for yourself, I've realized is really, really powerful, whatever gender you identify as. And yeah, for me, it's been really, really powerful doing a lot of men's work to develop even more healthy masculinity, or what I've learned is healthy masculinity for me. And then also being able to embrace my feminine so that I can embrace the feminine and masculine energies of other people in my life as well. And maybe you're someone who's looking to grow, but you're going through the same patterns, and that's probably not, and maybe that's not serving you. Well, I'm going to go through my top 5 lessons now. Number 1 is what I learned about what healthy masculinity is, and I believe we've all got access to it. Is healthy masculinity is being able to be present and a stable base, a strong foundation, like the bank of the river, like the whole of the river, holding energy and emotions and everything that flows through life. That for me is what I've learned is healthy masculinity. We've all got it. It's not about control or telling people what to do. That's what I used to think it was. And to really practice that, what I found the most appropriate practices are things like meditation, where you're sat with your own emotions. Not that you don't have zero emotions or thoughts, but it's being able to witness them and hold them. And the most important thing is that you can do it for yourself first and then do it for others, right? And it's still something I'm working on, but it's been a really powerful realization for me. And the feminine is about the flow, the growing, the variations of life, the emotions, right? And being able to witness them and also express them is really, really powerful as well. So finding a balance of being able to do those is really powerful. The second thing is healing the inner child, or in my men's work, the inner boy, if we identify as men, because often there's a child inside of it. Well, always, I believe there's a child inside of us who's, had some experiences in their life, maybe good, maybe bad, but they always need attention. It's like having your own child, and I found one of the most powerful things is sitting with my own inner child every single day and being with him. The third one, surround yourself with similar people who are on the same journey. That's been a really powerful realization for me. So find opportunities that you can connect with like-minded people. For me, it's been a men's group, and that's really, really powerful. The fourth one is, I touched on a little bit on the first one, but breathwork is really being the key to grounding myself and presence within inside myself, because the breath is like endless. It's like infinite. It connects us to something wider than ourselves, I believe. It's like, if you want to go a bit more deeper into this, I'd read the book Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza, where it talks about how much of the world is made up of atom rather than a particle. And the breath really allows us to connect to that energy. And doing breath work is a really powerful practice, and of course I offer that as well. And then the fifth thing, looking at your relationship with your parents. If or guardians, those are our earliest relationships. And unfortunately, I do understand that some people's may not be around. And I also appreciate that I'm probably pretty, well, I am pretty blessed with what I had early in life. But that's not to say there's conversations to always be had and relationships to be built. But that's a really powerful thing, because if you are able to be a man or woman or whatever gender you identify, and is growing up and have that relationship with them rather than being the child, you look after your own child with inside yourself. That's really benefited me mentally and emotionally when I'm able to do that and be the man that I want to be. Got a final point I want to share. But before I get on to that, I want to mention again, if you want to connect with me further on social media, you can find my links below. And if you're looking to experience the power of breathwork, I now offer one-to-one online sessions as well. And you can find more information about that in the show notes below as well. So the final thing I would mention to you is regular groups, having a regular group of people. I talked about the power of community, but being able to be around people as much as possible and connect with them is really, really powerful. So join a membership, find a group that you could be part of, and that's been a really, really powerful practice for me. So that's what I got for you today. I appreciate you for being here, and remember to lead with your heart, not with fear.